Konnichiwa minasan. Hello friends, how are you? Welcome to Saral Japani YouTube channel and today is lesson 26. How to introduce someone. In the last lesson, we learned about self-introduction. In today's lesson, we shall learn third person introduction along with two new words, kochira and anata, and the ka particle for asking questions. So let's begin today's lesson. So today we shall be undergoing one conversation between Tanaka-san, Sunita-san, and Hanako-san. So let's see what happens, what kind of conversation takes place. So in today's conversation, Tanaka-san will be introducing Sunita-san to Hanaka-san. So let's see what he says. Tanaka-san says, "Kochira wa Sunita-san desu." Kochira wa Sunita-san desu. So you can see here this is Kochira wa and Sunita. This is written in katakana because this is a foreign name. San des. Kochira wa Sunita san des. So what does Kochira mean? Kochira means here, or it may also mean this, that is this side or this direction or this person. So the meaning of Kochira wa Sunita san des means here is Sunita-san or meet Sunita-san. So this is the meaning. So kochira is the word which is very commonly used and in subsequent lessons also we shall be using it frequently. Kochira means here. Here is Sunita-san. Kochira wa Sunita-san desu. So now Sunita-san introduces herself to Hanako-san. So she says, Hajimemashite, Sunita desu. Dozo yoroshiku onegai shimasu. So this you are familiar. In the last lesson, we did this Hajime mashite, then name this Dozo yoroshiku onegai shimasu. So this is the way of introducing oneself, which we learned in the last lesson. So this is what Sunita-san says. So in response to this, Hanako-san says, Yoroshiku Hanako desu. So here you can see Hanako-san didn't say the entire dialogue, that is Hajimemashite Hanako desu. Dozo yoroshiku onegai shimasu. She didn't say that. Instead, she just said Yoroshiku Hanako desu. So the reason or one probable reason for this may be she is senior to Sunita-san at office and that's why she didn't repeat the whole thing and she in a like as a shortcut she said yoroshiku hanako desu. So this is also acceptable provided the person is either senior to the other person in age or in status of the job at status at the workplace. So yoroshiku hanako desu. So after that, Hanako-san asks another question to Sunita-san. She says, Sunita-san, anata wa Indojin desu ka? So here comes the interrogation or the question. Sunita-san, anata wa Indojin desu ka? So what does this mean? Sunita-san, are you Indian? So this is Sunita-san. Anata means you or yourself. Va is the particle. Indojin means Indian. This you have already learned in the last lesson. Des is the copula or it's the verb for to be. And ka. This is the important part here. Ka is used for asking questions. So this is same as the question mark in English. So if you compare the colors, anata here, anata means you. Des is the are, that is the to be verb, form of the to be verb, and ka, this is the question mark. So anata wa Indojin desu ka? This means are you Indian? Sunita-san, anata wa Indojin desu ka? Sunita-san, are you Indian? and ka is the particle which is used for asking questions, or this is the particle for interrogation. So every question in Japanese will end in ka. So there is no question mark symbol here. The sentence will end with this normal stop, but preceding it there will be a ka. So any question in Japanese will end in ka. So this is the most fundamental thing about interrogative sentences in Japanese. So in subsequent lessons we shall be learning more about this interrogation, but for today's lesson this is the only question we have. Anata wa Indojin desu ka? Sunita-san, are you Indian? Sunita-san, anata wa Indojin desu ka? So next is what? So there, this is another way by which uh, uh, like grammatically this is correct. Anata wa Indojin desu ka? So in this option, Hanako-san doesn't address Sunita-san in this sentence. Instead of taking her name, she simply says Anata wa Indojin desu ka? So this is not acceptable in Japanese culture. So never use anata without mentioning the name of the person. So are you Indian without taking Sunita San's name? She cannot ask this question using anata, because this is considered to be highly rude and objectionable and also disrespectful in Japanese culture. So if you need to use the word anata for you, then you must precede it with the name of the person. First, you have to address the person with his or her name, and after that only you can use anata. So this is very important to remember, that never use anata without taking the person's name. Anata wa Indojin desu ka is not allowed. You may ask Sunita-san, anata wa Indojin desu ka? Or there is a third way as third uh, way in which we can ask this question is simply Sunita-san wa Indojin desu ka? So here we don't use anata at all. Sunita-san wa Indojin desu ka? So Sunita-san, are you an Indian? So this gives the same meaning as Sunita-san, anata wa Indojin desu ka? So avoiding anata, we can simply use Sunita-san wa Indojin desu ka? So this is okay. So this was about Hanaka-san, who asked about the nationality of Sunita-san. So now let's see what Sunita-san replies. Sunita-san says, "Hi, so this. Hi, so this." It means yes, I am. Hi means yes in Japanese, and EA means no. So that we will see in the negative sentences in the next lesson. So in today's lesson, we are just learning yes. So hi means yes. So this means I am or it is. So the meaning of so is I agree or I am in agreement. So this is a word for that. And this we already know, it's the is the to be verb, which may be am, is, are. So in this way, so this means I am or it is. That means yes, I am an Indian. Hi, so this, yes, it is, or yes, I am, or instead of we can Sunita-san can also use the complete sentence, that is hi watashi wa Indojin desu or hi Indojin desu. So these two are also possible, but in common uh, conversation, in practical conversation, we just use hi, so this means yes, I am or yes, it is. So this is how the conversation took place between Tanaka-san, Sunita-san, and Hanako-san. So Tanaka-san introduced Sunita-san to Hanako-san. They greeted each other. Sunita-san gave her introduction, and Hanako-san asked her whether she is Indian. So let's recap the conversation in Japanese. And as I said, gradually we shall be moving towards pure Japanese in at least in hiragana, avoiding English and Hindi transliteration so that you are used to that scripts. So let's recap the conversation. Kochira wa Sunita-san desu. Hajime Sunita desu. Douzo yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Yoroshiku, Hanako desu. Sunita-san, anata wa Indojin desu ka? Hai, so desu. So, friends, I hope you have understood this conversation today. And this conversation was to introduce someone to someone. And in this conversation, we learned a few new things. The words kochira, which means here is or meat. Then we learned about anata, which means you, the use of anata, and some important points that should be kept in mind while using anata. Then we learned about hai, which is yes, and then we learned about the ka particle, which is used for interrogation, that is for asking questions. So in the next lesson, we shall be back with some more new stuff. Till then, mata imasho.